Here at the friendly confines, Wrigley Field. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Chicago Cubs. John Shelby and Chris Singleton on the call. And Singy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, these guys are really firing on all cylinders right now. And to me, the important thing is that they're doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays every game. They're playing good situational baseball, executing in key areas, and that's how you string together wins. So we'll see if they continue that in this one.
And now here's the starter for the Cubs, Addie Wexler. Singy, she's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a player that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when she takes the mound. She's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope she can maintain it, because if she can, she'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
Just about to get underway, Chase Mydroff steps to the plate for the White Sox. And we're underway from Wrigley Field. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Wexler ready to work, facing one of the most dangerous young hitters in the game, Singy.
Yeah, but when a rookie's already impacting games like this, it just changes the scouting report. Big time challenge right here.
Pretty close, but it was a ball. That knocks them down to one challenge left. Line drive. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Mydroff coming home. The relay throw. The tag out.
A lot of real estate to cover on that play defensively. A long throw to the cutoff man, and then a lot of ground to make up as well on the relay. But an excellent job of execution and getting that out at the dish as he tried to make it home all the way from first base.
So now with one away and a man at second. So up next for Chicago, Andrew Benintendi. Just underway here from Wrigley. That's a little bit low.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
And that's in for a strike. 2-2. Got him. 2 gone now.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
In the air, right field. Suzuki moving under it. And that'll do it. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. The Windy City showdown continues now. So up now for Chicago, Lenny Sosa. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. That one ripped. One up, one down.
Batting 6, the right fielder, number 21.
And now it's Austin Hayes. That one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. To the right side, Bush. He'll do it himself. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting 7, the catcher, number 8, Kyle Teal.
2 outs, base is empty. Kyle Teal steps to the plate for the White Sox. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. Hit hard on the ground is short. In time to Bush. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So 2 down, and here's the DH for the Cubs, Addie Wexler. Really interesting to see her continuing her career as a two-way player at the major league level. Definitely always a topic of conversation around the game.
Because it's so rare in baseball history, it gets people excited. She's a great athlete to be able to do this kind of thing.
Taps softly to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. Luis Angel Acuna leading things off and takes a strike. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Derek Hill stands in now and watches strike one.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Foul ball there. Top of the third, no score. Right through there for a strike. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. She's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. She just needs one more out.
So digging in, Munetaka Murakami doubled his first time.
Murakami.
Off the plate.
Here's something to watch, Singy. He's got the best OPS on the team. He can hurt you.
Ball in.
There goes the runner. Pitch inside.
Ball 3.
Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
2 outs is a great time to try to steal second, especially when you have a guy with some wheels on first.
Nope.
Defense probably knew it was coming, but figured we better focus on trying to get this hitter out.
The designated hitter, Andrew Benintendi.
First and second, 2 outs. Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. This is again 5 in a row. And he can't make the play. Makes the catch. Inning over. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Colson Montgomery.
Montgomery in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him.
Hey!
Hard on the ground to first. Bush steps on the bag, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
Chicago, the third baseman, Lenny Sosa.
And here is Sosa to the plate.
Ball 1.
All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. comes up empty. That's strike 2. Got him swinging. And that's 4 strikeouts. Austin Hayes steps to the plate for the White Sox. Grounded out his first time up.
Hayes.
And that is that. So they go quietly there to the bottom of inning number 4 now. No score.
Up next for the Cubs, the designated
Wexler,
hitter,
only
Addie
18 years
Wexler.
old, and she's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in her last 10 games. They take the force out, inning over. But 2 runs. The Windy City showdown continues now. We go to the top of the 5th. Kyle Teal steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Ball 1.
Just missed.
Hey.
Out towards right center field.
You take it, take.
And there's 1 down.
Up next for Chicago, the center fielder, Luis Angel Acuna.
So up next for Chicago, Luis Angel Acuna. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1. That catches the corner. And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. Still 2 challenges left for them. Base hit. And a man aboard.
Up next for the White Sox,
Digging in, it's the
left
speedy
fielder,
outfielder,
number 25,
Derek Hill.
Derek
Nope.
Hill.
Ball 1.
Wexler wants to challenge that one. Thought it was a strike. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they're now out of challenges.
Oh, looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
That one misses. Ball 3. And ball
That's
4
ball
there.
4.
Tying run is on base.
The batter
Manager
number 10,
out of the dugout
second
now,
baseman,
and it looks like
Chase
we'll see a change on the mound.
Draw. Now pitching for the Cubs,
They turn things over to the southpaw, Jamison Tyone.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where.
Runner on the go. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Now time called at the plate. And the 0-1. That one way inside. Man at first, 1 away.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out. And her hitting streak continues. There have been almost no bad days for her in the past month.
This player's running hot, Boog, and people around the league are paying serious attention to this streak now, especially the pitchers that are trying to slow her down.
Justin Dean, the next Cub to hit. 2 on, 1 out. Runner on the move. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Here comes the runner. Fires it to the plate. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. And they lead by 2.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make.
Here's the second baseman.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want. Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in.
This one in the air right field. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Cubs, the right fielder, Seiya.
High leverage spot, and here is Seiya Suzuki.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
2 on, 2 outs. In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. 8th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 3 and the White Sox 1. You're watching Cubs baseball on the show Chicago. Wexler stepping in now. 2-out RBI opportunity here.
A knock could be the gut punch that seals it. Pressure moment.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
The 1-0.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
2-0. And that one fouled off.
Kind of goes without saying, but stranding these 2 runners in scoring position right here, it feels like it's a must if they stand a chance to win this game.
Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. That one missed.
At risk of walking in a big run here, and these fans really letting them hear it as well.
Smoked on the ground a second. Out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. Cubs wind up leaving the bases loaded, but they still lead it 3-1. Wexler kept the hitting streak going in this one.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily, but she certainly didn't hurt him on the way to the win.